Hello darling hearts, it's your GAPS coach Emma here, just returned from Orlando from the 2024 Weston A. Price Foundation conference where I rubbed shoulders with Sally Fallon and other luminaries in the world of activism for real food, because I was at this conference and I saw the Amish there, and honestly they were coppers, policemen, like wandering around going, "Are you selling raw milk?" Like, you know, can you believe it? They actually have a campaign, the Weston A. Price, for real milk, and a fund for farmers who would like to defend their right to just be normal and sell raw milk. Like, why should we be dictated to by these so-called authorities? Anyway, I met some beautiful people there, not least a lovely lady who's making these rather delicious hair pins. And yeah, made out of copper. There was some lovely copper stuff there, actually. Crowns made of copper, torque, twisted, brings energy. It's really amazing. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about the babies that I met. I saw some babies at the conference and they all behaved immaculately. They were well nourished and therefore peaceful and calm. The noises they made were delightful. These babies that I saw at the Weston A. Price conference made little murmurs and little noises, you know, if they wanted something, you know, whatever. They just made little noises and the mamas just got it. They understood what was going on, which is a far cry from when my daughter was little and she made noises and I was a bit like, what are you talking about? I didn't get her, and it's because she wasn't functioning properly because her gut microbiome was knackered. And because we'd been on antibiotics because I had mastitis 2 weeks into her coming into the world. So anyway, I was really impressed by all the beautiful mamas and bubbas at the Weston A. Price Foundation conference who were well nourished and behaving beautifully. And the minute I stepped out of that environment and into the hotel, not the hotel, into the airport, immediately I was getting that whiny, you know, a shudder to remember it when my kids were little, shudder to remember the babies crying and me not knowing what it was that they needed. I'll tell you what it is they need. They need fat. Mother's milk is 50% saturated fat and babies need fat. And then we're told that we're to wean them on baby rice or cereals, baby cereals. If you want to bring up serial killers, then start bringing them up on cereals. And if you are a sugar monster and you're still hooked on the grains, the opiates of the masses, which I go into in detail in my book, Bagel Goggles, which would make an excellent Christmas gift. You can get it on Amazon. You know, if you want to get off the opiates of the masses and start being in a good mood, basically, then let me help you. I'll hold your hand. I'm willing to give you 2 months of coaching that will take you all over Christmas. And, you know, so that you don't fall off the wagon. Or even if you do fall off the wagon, we don't really care because there's no such thing as doing this thing properly. Gut healing is a process and it's an ongoing thing. And what we do is take steps in the right direction and not beat ourselves up. So I'm willing to see you through for the next 2 months. That'll be into January. And give you free access to the Timeless Cookery Club, which is where all the videos are for the cookery demonstrations, and coach you through these winter months. So see me at timelesscookery.com and sign up to the one-to-one, and for those 2 months I'll let you in to Timeless Cookery Club for free. So hi Abida. Abida is a doctor in Denmark, and she's been working with me for her son and her mother. So there's a medical doctor there who's taking a great interest in GAPS, gut and psychology syndrome, which is a bit of a mouthful. And all it really means is cooking real food from home using real ingredients. Hi Gwyn, hi Rosalind. You know, all GAPS is about real food. I've just seen what's in the larder since I got back, and really there's just eggs, some meat, some bacon, some cured sausage, you know, what else? Butter and raw milk to make kefir, and honey and raisins, some dried fruit. There's courgettes, carrots and onions in the kitchen, and that's about it. And it's lemons to squeeze. You know, my shopping list is like minimal. The shopping list is minimal. We hardly need anything. And when we get nourished, we are in a good mood. as I observed with those little babies. Hi, Simone. That's my ex-housemate. These babies that were well nourished made the most delightful noises. They were rosy cheeked and bonny, and their eyes were bright, and they were attentive, and they were really, watching what was going on, and they would just play happily on the floor while the mamas were listening to the lectures. It was just remarkable. Anyway, I ate more oysters this last weekend than I've eaten in the whole of the rest of my life, and I'm buzzing from them, feeling pretty good. What jet lag? I'm like, what jet lag? I fell asleep watching a film at 6 o'clock the other night, which was a bit like, that's not like me, but if that was the extent of my jet lag, then I'm happy. Hi, Andy. Anyway, darling hearts, see me at timescookery.com, and if you are stuck and you've got the sugar monsters, beating you up from the inside, and you're feeling like you're badly behaved, which is what I used to be. I used to be impatient and feeling as though I was being unkind, and I had no tolerance, and I was angry all the time, and it's because my microbiome was knackered. So, like these babies that behaved well, the well-nourished ones behaved well, and then when I came out into the big wide world, they were wailing and whining and scavenging all over the place, and it just, it's a drain on everyone's resources. So we've got to get the babies the fats and the real foods to bring up the next generation, because they're the ones who are gonna succeed us. See me at timelesscookery.com. I'll give you 2 months of one-to-one coaching and let you into the Timeless Cookery Club for free. Lots of love, darling hearts. Have a lovely day. Bye.